another beautiful, and I mean absolutely effing beautiful morning. It's nice and cool. Enjoying the birdies. I mean, not so much the airplane, that I'm pretty sure can be heard, but hey, it's a part of life. Also, a part of life, and something I'm ashamed to admit, but I did admit it. I got over it, realized how idiotic I was, but I was a younger person at that time. But it still affects our young people. It affects adults, teenagers, and it really had an overwhelming effect on those that have passed before us. When I was younger, and sadly, majority of it wasn't part of our own people, I hated the color of my skin, the darkness. Hearing, oh, you're so black, when people are just as dark as you, maybe 2 times as dark. We wanted to be like the light-skinned people. And not all light-skinned people are of mixed color. There are plenty of light-skinned people, or high yellow, that are from 2 dark-colored parents. But with the way society has been, how we have been looked and judged, the popular people were the light skin. They could fit in better. They got better jobs, better opportunities. Back then, they even had white friends, easily. Now, I did have some, but in that time period, especially in the 80s and 90s, it wasn't the greatest. Well, when Michael Jordan and the Bulls and all of that, then the dark-colored brothers had a more purpose in life, but I honestly, truly did. I let the stereotypes, I let all of the trauma, all of the violence that was passed down, that was enforced in broad daylight to our ancestors affect me. Instead of being proud of this beautiful black skin that I was born with, I wanted to be like somebody else. I wasn't happy. I tried to make myself happy, but you can't. When you're a kid, you don't understand all of the rules. You don't fully understand everything that is happening in the world. It is just that circle that you have. Now we fast forward 30, 40 years, and I know, telling my age, but hey, we fast forward 30, 40 years from my viewpoint, and we have a greater understanding. We're connected, able to see all different colors of people around the world. And we will still have people that will go there and purposely get rid of this. This is our part of history. This is us. This is who we are. Never once did I thought of bleaching my skin. That was the farthest thing in this world. That's a part of our DNA. You can't hide your DNA from your kids. You're teaching them not to love the skin that they were born in. To make them feel like our ancestors who were slaves, who were called coons, monkeys, whatever disrespectful thing you can think of, based only because of the darkness of their skin. And here we are, changing our skin color, looking down on our family members. Keep in mind, our blood family members who have their regular color. Or if you're born a few shades lighter, you think that you are higher up in the world. But newsflash, you would be hung up on the same tree as everybody else. That is the reality of it. But with all of the social media, photo magazines highlighting this and that, times have changed. Times have changed in many different ways. We're not supposed to be liked by everyone, but you damn sure better like yourself. Love that. Respect that. Remember what all of the people died for, wearing that same color. You would not have been there if not for their sacrifices in that same skin that they were in, that you are in. I really was on that mess when I was younger. My features, my hair, even to the point where at one time, and this is when I was in the military, I even permed my hair. Yep. Got in trouble for it because it wasn't regulation, but I damn sure did. Not liking the natural that I had. That was beautiful. The very same people will be the most vocal, at times can even be the most violent. Cake on makeup to make themselves 2, 3, 4 shades lighter. Others who have went to the point where they have bleached their skin and gotten rid of all photos of how they used to look. That is so disrespectful in many ways to your parents, grandparents, greats, and so forth. You made our sacrifices, our whippings, our rapes, mutilations, all the unfairness that we experienced. You are trying to get rid of that, trying to run away from that part. That will always be a part of you. The first thing that is noticed, your description, it will be one or the other. Either you are white or you are black. Of course, there's Spanish and so forth, but you bleaching the skin, taking pills, you're still, no matter how you want to write it, how you want to look at it, how you want to try and describe it, you're black. You're black. To become prejudiced against your own kind because you lighten your skin is beyond disgusting. We have never stooped so low in those terms. For you to have to explain to a child, or for you to make a child make sense of it themselves and fall into that same mindset. You hating your own skin the way that other people hated it. You look at yourself in the same cold stares, looks of failure, disappointment, even looks of fear. Our color is not a violent color. Our color doesn't mean hate. Our color does not mean ignorance. We are definitely a product, but our color does not signify who we are. The color of our skin is something that is everywhere. They go together. You don't see a newspaper written in white and white, or black and black. Take a stand. All of the pain and torment that our ancestors went through just because of the color of their skin. And people are getting rid of it, wanting to vomit, don't want to be around people of that same color, associate, talk. There's even people who change their names to make it sound more of the Caucasian neighbor, Caucasian persuasion. All that is, it's painful to watch and hear about. It is very sickening to think that something that God made, that was put on this planet along with other people, is seen with such disdain. For us to be brainwashed into thinking that we're not good enough because we are of the darker, because our hair is a certain way. So we try to be too much of what we aren't. We know it, and we'll still do it. There's no segregation, but we make it that way. We segregate ourselves because we have the mindset that our own kind is just as bad as we have been perceived, talked about for, I can't even say for, because it's still going on today. The way we get treated when we walk into a store, when we're walking down the sidewalk, and it is a hurtful feeling. And I never experienced some of those things until I moved from down south. To see someone walk across the street, to walk on the other side of the sidewalk while you're walking down. Me, especially my first time in my new city, well, it's not new no more, actually being lost and wanting to ask someone for help, for directions, and to have them clutch their purse or bag or walk swiftly away from you as if you have the plague or something. But it's nothing but that color that they see, that people try to hide, try to get rid of, try to make it lighter, prove we can be better if we just lighten up. And I'm sorry that they had to go through that. I've had my share from both sides of the plane. Been pulled over, accused, and told that I would be going to jail and arrested. And not for me having my military ID and presenting it, then the whole attitude changed. Oh, you don't sound like a person that would do that. And that was from my own kind. Totally fucked my world up. But it is everywhere. It needs to stop. Don't let all of that hardship that they went through go in vain. You have them looking down on us from above, wondering what the hell is going on. Some of you might not even be recognized by family and friends because they don't even know what the real you look like, because you did all of this modification, changing this, changing that, everything to fit in to a society that had a problem with you, just because of what they thought of you without even knowing you. I do not wish that on anyone else. That is not what I will be instilling in my children. They will know. And James Brown said it the best. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Now, I know the focal point of this was concerning my own skin color, but it is for all. It is for all. Do not lose that pride in the skin that you wear. It wasn't easy for you to be here today. You might never know the full story. You might never know all of the history. But one thing is for certain, that there was a struggle. Lives were lost due to the most simplest things, as you looking at someone. Being caught. Just being yourself. Just being out. False accusations. You name it. It has been there. And it still is going on today. Stand up. Stand up. I got the message. You can too. You have to believe. Take charge. Take pride. Do things for you. For you to be better in this world. Because this world does not belong to them. We're all just living in this world. I will say it again. This world does not belong to them. It does not belong to us. It does not belong to anyone on this planet. We are living in it. That's what we're doing. No matter how many years down the line, whether I am in the physical form or the spiritual form, my color will be the same. Will always be the same. And it's a saying that was said a lot back in the days, and I don't know if the younger people know it, or I don't know if they still use it, but it's in the terms of to stay black and die. Keep that in thought. Keep that in your prayers. If you need help, send a prayer. Talk. Write. Do something to find that courage to be ever so proud in this wonderful, beautiful, beautiful thing. I've been to countries where just off of this color, you're like a star. You're like a superstar. You're loved. You're sought after. You could live the life of a rock star. If there can be a country that has that type of feeling towards your color, there's no reason that you cannot put that same within yourself. Amen.